involves possibly a Fae trying to kidnap them.
By either a portal or teleportation.
Yeah.
Dylan, if he's
Well,
a
depends on
prince,
how the teleportation is done.
My
Many
princess.
times if they need certain requirements met.
I don't know.
But of course, we can
I know
also
I'm
have
a
someone
lady.
who is
You're a consort.
into not using the same rule sets.
I think so.
But
She's
if you're thinking of making a magic
Why?
item, I can at least help adding the
I
features
don't know, I
so
wanted to mess
it
with
will
you.
affect specifically Fey magic.
We've got some.
Yeah, that would be my main thing, because Fey magic can just
What are the orange people? People dressed up orange from Saphira again.
Which is why it's tricky to get around. Oh yeah,
Scrappers.
definitely.
What about him?
Scrappers. We've got some scrappers in the library. Ones that put the stuff for
I'm just
making
trying to
magical
think of
items.
like how we could.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean,
Yeah, I know it's fine.
Sort of a
I'm keeping you a heads up so you know in case you want to help.
it's already good enough to have an idea that it might be possible.
I'm good.
Time ready.
Well, what I can tell you is
Explain what kind of
I need to do this. It's required.
It's tended to use certain monster hunters when it comes to
I'm gonna push you over.
magical beasts. Essentially, Dimeridium is
Good
a
luck.
Are you still scorching my floors with curses?
magic. It's also used by
Very basic.
mage
Okay.
hunters sometimes as shackles.
Does she need her
Now I am.
Innate properties of the metal
would you say
basically
you
can
get
already
one and five?
keep casters
You know what?
and
Yeah, I think
use
Falira
magic.
needs her feet clean. She keeps burning my ground with
Sounds
curses.
Don't do it. You'll get cursed.
most of the time, an anti-magic item would cause them to be unable to
See,
teleport it.
I can just avoid this by,
That sounds
Spicy.
Unless she wore like an
and now I can just scorch
Scorching
your
my
ear.
ground.
Now I just scorch your air.
That would be
I swear to God.
2,000 range.
harder to make simply because I don't think that's
Not
a
fair. Windex can't reach up there.
You know what? You know what? I have a solution for this.
to use magic, and if you have an
Enlarge.
Would it stops magic from being taken hold of? It probably stops the user from being able to cast magic and make use of it.
Thank you.
So I imagine it needs to be a magical item that can, well, for lack of better
Hello,
words,
welcome to Aquarium. My name Windex. Can I leave?
that's like
They like cleaning.
stop
My name Windex. Can I leave?
They will eat all your dirt.
I wouldn't know.
Where are you from?
Stick your shoe out.
May I leave?
Faye from
Stick your shoe out. Just
They will eat
say,
all the dirt in your body and make you clean. If you
Well,
allow them to.
that is the funny part about many Fey that they're very good at not being found.
I just got here.
Okay.
Okay.
Dylan. Oh. I have a question.
I have an answer.
Since curses work on the wording of the curse for their power, technically could I make a cursed item to prevent people from teleporting against their will by having the curse more or less state that it will prevent an individual from teleporting against their will?
Yes and no. Usually with curses like that, you have to word them in such a weirdly specific way to make it seem like it's actually counterproductive.
So
If you put a curse of like you can't teleport, like you'd have to be very specific as to the conditions of the teleportation. But I know Fable's made like planar lock stuff before, because this isn't the first time that someone's almost like someone has come to us before in the past that has been like, hey, I need something that, if I get, forcefully teleported, that I want it to take me to a different location instead, which is completely viable and able to be done.
Yeah. So I was thinking of having an item that will prevent like, if you were to cast teleportation on me and I was obviously not wanting that, it would prevent me from teleporting, but instead send you to some random place.
That's
So kind of
basically like trying to
reflective.
have a constant counter spell going.
Yeah.
But for the specific spell.
That would just be funny. Try to teleport me, you get sent to a sewer instead. They were asking for the
you'd have to-
earlier, but the Archfey.
No. I had a nickel for every time an Archfey came my way for one reason or another.
Oh. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
What?
They're being racist, kind of.
Fucking how dare you? Oh no. How
Yeah,
many
Flare, to
races?
who?
What race are we excluding of the norm these days?
I don't
What's the
fucking know.
bad kind?
There's too many races to even make a list.
Damn.
I just mean in general, the number of races that exist currently is uncountable. You'd need like an ancient royal scroll that's a mile long just to list them all.
And that's if you do specialties, I guess. And all the sub-races, all the mixtures, the mixed bloods.
But it would be races that just lump a whole group into one.
Would it?
Yeah,
My daughter's technically one of a kind.
true. I'm not even unique.
I don't even know what she is. I'm gonna be honest.
That's so mean. She's your
Like-
daughter. That's all that matters.
Yes, she is. Like technically, documentation wise, I think she's just like, human documentation wise, but I don't think so. She has pointy ears and very sharp teeth.
I mean,
So
there's a woman
she's-
that says she's human, but she has fucking antlers, so.
I guess, but she is what I don't even know.
Well, she's half human and half
Imagine-
whatever abomination of conglomeration that Fable is.
Normally, based on what Fable says, that doesn't usually happen. Usually what happens is that if there is procreation, the child takes on the qualities of the other one. So she would have been pure human. But she's not, so whatever the fuck King Thorn did in order to make it so that we kept her, made it so that instead of her being what normally would go on,
The fuck? Wait, hold on.
she's
Why was he involved in childbearing? I'm concerned.
okay, so based on the time
Hello.
back to normal.
I was just about to do this.
Based on the time frame of things happening, it was while Fable was technically a human at the time during Halloween. But because of that, when he turned back, everything else technically got turned back, and we kind of had to speak to King Thorn about that.
Did I get sniffed? And
You know, I
ran
think
away?
I think the air was gasping.
Wait. See, that doesn't make sense. Just because you two did the do, just because he was in a different form, shouldn't change the fact that you are pregnant. It's a biological
So
thing.
it didn't, but like,
I think that's what I'm getting caught up on. Is like, but
So from my remembrance as to what happened, she shouldn't have technically existed. Hello?
What? There's nobody there? What?
Ooh, I'm tweaking. Anyways,
You're right. Fable losing your mind. Or
a little bit.
Mr. Retired Adventurer Hero, technically. Or retired hero.
The floor. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Keeping my barrier up, these weird stocky things around me.
Which thing? Are you talking about the giant crystal?
Where the fuck is that point in direction?
That is a waystone.
Yeah, that's a waystone. It's used for teleportation.
Okay, why is
Like a nearly instantaneous train.
Big fucking
Oh.
crystal.
I mean, I understand the concept of teleportation. I realize that that's how I ended. I realize that that's how I ended up here. Like, I understand the concept of teleportation.
Your barrier does not seem to keep it out.
Why isn't it like contained?
Probably because it was in the
That's
barrier.
what she said.
I'm gonna go
That's how she became
outside.
pregnant. See, that's what happened. That's how you had a child. Your barrier didn't keep it up.
Fable.
I won't pressure you.
It
Fable.
works off magnets.
If it means I get access to the library, I would love that.
Okay, then you'll be talking to my wife a little bit more then. They are a sorcerer, and they're looking for a job.
There's weird shadow things stalking us.
What?
It's like a weird semi-transparent red and black looking thing.
Oh, you. Okay, don't worry about that. He's fine. He's literally harmless. He can't do anything here. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. Settle. No fucking with people here.
Careful, I sneeze.
Otherwise, I will grab your. I
Who
will
is
grab
that?
you.
What is that?
I curse out of surprise.
Okay. Actually, this is a better way I can explain it. This man, an individual right here, he is, and the best way I can really put it and explain it, he's Marge's patron.
Oh, fucking
Is that why your confetti's red?
Starts with a G.
Gregory. No, that's yours.
Yeah, that's my pain in the ass.
No, he's fine. The most he'll cause is mischief. That's about it. I've heard your escapades from Marge. Outside, not in. Don't be blowing up anything, otherwise I have to go clean it up. He's fine.
Okay.
And also, that really did just look like he was about to like walk into the corner and just be like, "Why are they so mean to me?" Like that really did look like that.
Yes. No, I was talking with Falira about Alfie. He was listening
great.
in.
He's fine. He's great though. Anyway, you used to perfect timing. Possible new staff member.
Good evening.
Now, when it comes to whenever it comes to magic or anything of the sorts like that, the main person you'll be talking to is my wife.
Bitch, I own this place. Hey, what are your specialties in regards to the type of magic that you do?
Well, my magic relies itself more into the battle magic kind. Although I am a bit rusty, if I'm being honest. I left the adventuring lifestyle around 4 years ago.
What were you wanting to get out of working in a place like this?
Money and knowledge, mostly.
Which
I am-
both we
You know
can
what?
provide.
You know what? At least you're honest about the money part.
Well, I mean, who goes to get a job just because they enjoy it?
There's one thing we have a lot of, it's knowledge. They get free food for cleaning the place.
I'm gonna magic you to be different colors.
I was about to say turn them purple.
He will do things back. I will advise against it. I understand that you like to mess with godlike entities a lot. This one, he's just gonna play as equal.
So, what kind of godlike entity is he?
From my understanding, the technological kind that's extremely advanced.
Innovation.
That's the yeah. Well, that's the best way I can put it.
She's pondering.
She's pondering.
Bappity boo, bitch.
Wrong fucking finger. This is the time that she.
And look at me.
Okay.
That's kind of what I'm aiming to try and do.
No. The thing is, what you're trying to do is you're trying to mimic what magic can do, and what I have done is not that. I stick to the basics and the stuff I know, and I make that really fucking good.
Okay, well, I can do that. That much I know. I've been doing this since I was a fucking kid, but like, I can figure something out. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Wait, hold on.
I just need something to replace.
I'm trying to. What?
I am enjoying this. The moment you leave, he's just gonna like. Okay.
You can't do shit in here. You're not allowed to.
I wouldn't, even if I am or am not.
I waggle my finger at you.
I also waggle my finger at you, wife. You shouldn't be doing things like fucking patrons.
What?
Bro's got the dogs out.
You should clean his dogs. I think he's a bit dirty.
Don't worry. He does anything to you, just let me know.
Spicy. Boss told me to.
If you are wanting to work here, one of the biggest things that we're needing right now is people that specialize in specific aspects of magic and things like that.
Mr. Filth back.
So a lot of times people will come here with questions about trying to do specific things or wanting specific items and things like that. So there's always, it's always useful to have someone around that might be able to specialize in that kind of stuff.
I see. I might be able to help, I don't know, the adventuring population around here, but I might be able to help people like that. With experience that I have.
If you'd want, feel free to send Fable like a resume, a character sheet, and we can take a look over it and see if you'd be a good fit here. Because we are in need of more magic-based people working and whatnot to help with information.
And that will get her interest.
Feel free to enjoy the rest of your time here, though. Hey, what's up?
Remnants
Feel
want
free
to
to explore the
apologize for
library.
not consenting to suck on person's toes.
Oh.
It's okay.
One question.
Okay.
Do you have any way to send things without technology?
So the Wicarium has an entire other wing where we are a courier business. So we do have people to send out to go deliver things.
Visual for people who
All right.
who can't physically understand.
If you
proper
have
languages and stuff like that, so or like can't read literacy.
an open
The visual learners. So a lot of the time,
paper,
lecturers
blank
end up
paper,
being
sorry,
visual learners, right?
I
Because
could
a lot of the
perhaps
languages are innate. Or
fill it
constructs
here
that have to try
and
and
put it
figure
here.
out how the fundamentals of how their circuitry work.
Here, I think I have paper.
Spellcasting and magic casting in both the videos and stuff like that. We also have comedies to make things a little bit more entertaining with it, which come from Orlando Soccer. Some of them are a little bit bland. Some of them are pretty funny.
Fantastic.
Appreciate you.
Well, about that, a majority of these videos
What are you doing?
that is from
What are you doing?
for kids schools. They're meant for actual literacy. They're not corporatization. It's an actual fundamental that is needed for people within Orlando Soccer. So a lot of it's actually made by the government to actually assist people properly.
Fable, I don't know. Fable, I don't know where your weird friend went.
Where did he go?
I wonder if I can make curses that affect gods.
Wait, who the fuck? Wait, Grail?
What?
Yeah, he's here.
Where did I the fucking
He's
name
fine.
before? No, I've heard that name somewhere before.
I feel like the moment I step outside.
No, I do remember that fucking name. Oakley said it before.
Yeah,
Oakley
he's
said
a
that
god of
fucking
innovation.
Right.
Anyway,
Oh no.
Okay.
so a lot of the stuff that we actually have.
What do you want about? There's this fucking thing that fucks with me all the time because I talk shit about magic all the time.
I'll be gone.
Right. They're a
He's sprinted up
they're
behind
a
you
hive
when he
mind
went south.
between all each other. They're working with a set of rules. They do have some of their own sapience in some nature, but they're primarily restricted to guarding and protecting people.
But I've fucking seen those gauntlets before.
Yes. So the thing about Praetorian armors is I made them become surrogate limbs. So they're designed to protect people. They're also designed to open up and put a person inside of them to keep them stabilized while running away. Each one of the limbs can stabilize a limb or an item as such, but they use psionic circuitry inside of it as a focus to do as such. People like Toronto and Snowscale, I gave them a pair.
That explains that.
Toronto has one of the normal regular Praetorian arms, which all that really did was it just allowed it to be a focus and allowed it to heal his arm. The problem is it only is able to heal the past 24 hours of damage that is sustained to it, and it doesn't fully heal it. It basically tries to revert the damage that has happened. The strange conundrum that happened from that, though, was somehow Toronto regrew an arm. I don't know how he did that. Still trying to figure that part out. But I noticed that a lot of his psionics does seem to be, how to put it, mutations to the body.
He has a fine sword now.
You feel these things?
Yeah.
The twigs.
Okay.
They're like your horns in a way to understanding how it feels.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, it's just they feel a little bit longer.
My
so
horns are.
you got lots of horns. It's kind of cool. So a lot of the fundamentals behind that can also be used technically in standard construct crafting.
How are you doing?
it would really, really depend on what you wanted to do and what you wanted to make. Armor can be one of the most versatile, like, sets that you could do, because you can make multiple different kinds of sets of styles of the armor that you want the intended function to be. You can also have set individual parts be meant for certain things, compartments, storage, healing applications, etc.
Right.
What are my staff member and my wife? Oh, this is my staff.
I see.
This is all caused by my wife. Now my hair's messy.
I'll get you a brush.
Staticky hair.
I'll brush it for you.
Nah.
Staticky hair.
What the fuck?
I don't even need to use a curse to give you staticky hair. Just put a charge into it.
So, what are you looking into? That's my question. My understanding. What are you going to try and pursue? What is your goal?
About stuff. Admits to me that she wants to make Magitech weaponry without Magitech. And then she's... I don't fucking know how that works. And then she doesn't want to... Oh, she needs to go to the arena to find someone. She doesn't want to take the fucking Aetheryte because she doesn't trust magic. Would rather go on the long fucking walk there. What the fuck are you here if you don't like magic?
You don't trust magic and you want to make something that does magic with technology, but you don't trust magic, but you want to use magic for your Magitech. So, technology.
Apparently she wants to prove that she's better than magic.
So you came to a magic place.
I know how she can solve this. She'd die and come back without magic.
You can come back after you die.
Who the fuck said that?
You die when you're dead.
Yeah.
We just gonna gloss over the random, like, voice from beyond?
Oh yeah, some eldritch god thing.
That's...
Oh, that's the person they're looking for.
Right.
See the little crowd here?
Behind the bush.
Oh my god.
Also, for context, that's
orange in this fucking place.
Grail. I don't really know how to describe them.
Camouflage.
Yeah. I don't know how to describe them.
What is Grail? Who is Grail?
This is Grail.
Is he? What do you mean? What the? I knew you were gonna do that. Nice to meet you. Oh, fuck's sake. What is he? So, like, he's some sort of weird magic entity or something?
It's complicated.
He got me once, I'll give him that. But I am used to things that go... freaky things just popping around corners at this point now.
See, that's the funny thing. Whenever I see somebody, like most people, when they fight spirits, the common spirit tactic is to disappear and appear behind them. And people never expect it for some reason.
You know how many times I've had prowlers disappear in front of me and then appear behind me?
Yeah. See, there's a reason why when I, like, sparred Rosé and she disappeared, I just... No, wait, she did the basic tactic of appear behind me, so I just spin around. But I don't do that. I appear in other directions.
I don't disappear or appear, I walk straight towards you and then beat the shit out of you.
I do it.
Yeah, Slade did that to me, that's why I got a...
Not on my grounds.
The fact that me and Slade have very similar combat styles,
No.
I'm
I think only her husband can have his face that close to her.
She's waving a stick. Waving a stick.
We just do it over here. As long as it doesn't explode or anything.
What are you doing? What?
Oh,
What?
Okay, they found him. No, they found him.
Do you see
Something exploding.
So what exactly are you?
Here on the ground.
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
I found
What the fuck are you talking to?
Should I worry about it?
Grail.
pieces of something left in it.
Cradle said it exploded,
Yes,
so...
God, that
He
Oakley
won't.
break. Ah!
No, you're fine.
Oh.
He won't do anything as far as I'm aware, unless he wants to get
Yeah,
get
you're
in
that
trouble.
fucking guy that Oakley prayed to.
If it's just some like magic thing that likes messing around with folks, then sure, whatever. I've got no problem with it.
Worse. And then after seeing sunlight, it improved itself.
You better not like start scaring everyone.
No kidding.
I'm not going to tempt fate with trying to find out how powerful I can be in here. Not like I want to do.
That's the funny thing nowadays. If I get
I mean-
surprised by somebody I accidentally curse, I cast a curse accidentally. And it'll be
I mean,
random selection.
it's all good.
Interesting. So it uses
That's terrifying. Remind me not to scare you. I mean, I don't try and scare people.
So
Well, I do
why
actually
are you
sometimes, but
around
like, not like
right now?
other staff members, you know.
You're more of intimidation scaring, not like boo.
What?
Because I can, thanks to you.
Well, at first when I found it, it didn't even have a full blade. I just had to pommel someone to death, and then it turned into a shit sword. And then after seeing the sunset, it disappeared again and fixed itself up.
Toronto has a devil angel sword.
I hate to say this, but it's
Wait,
pretty funny.
what?
Yeah.
Boy, I was there for making that.
That slight concern with that, but you know, I'll worry about that on a later date.
Explained it to me. It sounds crazy, but I
No,
think it might work.
not the sword thing. The fact that this one can appear where I'm at, where I am. Is that what I'm understanding?
You said he's not a concern. Is he now a concern now that he said he can do that?
You said you do a lot of.
I mean, everybody would be concerned if you suddenly hear somebody saying they can appear next to you whenever they feel like it.
I mean, the librarian can appear next to me whenever they feel like it if they wanted to. So, but I'm not concerned by that.
Okay.
Oh, I guess that makes
I
sense.
thought you had. I thought you could appear around Marge because of her pact thing with you.
Okay, so
Marge.
Then he's gone.
Oh, is that what gives Marge? Is he the one who gives Marge power?
You've been one of the first ones to summon properly.
trying to think. What else could it be?
Because he really,
There's
he
multiple
really
different
likes
methods.
appearing on one side than
Like,
another. And
okay,
another.
what have you been studying more into? You've been studying into like the circuitry of magic? Or
I've done that.
Well, you just looks like you're schizophrenic to me. It's fine.
runes and languages again.
Oh wait, was that supposed to be? Was that supposed to be
I know
scary?
he's an invisible cloaking guy, so it's like
that's
I know
scary.
he's there, but like
But nothing
I'll get you.
very depth level, obviously.
Spooky, scary.
It has to be basic then.
I win.
If
Wait,
you
I'm
somehow
so good
manage
at
to
my
get
job.
basic
God,
runes
it's
all
a pain out of my
cat
system
is
before I
this?
fucking leave.
I don't fucking know.
I've had to jerry rig a lot of other things, but okay.
That's
Is
a
the-
complicated setup you got there.
Can you show me some of the runes that you've used?
Is that yours?
and
Is that
the
your cat?
circuitry you've used?
Do you have a pencil?
Really?
Yes, I don't like the
I
character.
always have a pen on me.
He seems like a red kind of guy.
Pen.
That's not like red.
Well, not bad.
What color do you
Yeah,
like then?
I don't know. I could maybe I could see you more as like a sunset yellow.
Mando, the one positive about this
Yeah,
place is
okay.
I'm not losing my fucking mind.
What is your favorite color?
Anywhere else in Zafira, this shit would be out in like 5 minutes.
See that? Yeah, that would be that light.
Finally alive.
Light blue.
Anyway, I'll put this
He's kind of light blue.
vaguely back.
I mean,
Most stuff, which I don't like.
Yes.
could
wait for me, son.
Because they're easy to replace if it doesn't fucking work. Hold on.
I could make him like
With a pink
We have a little cat. Looks like grandma, the fucking thing.
Well, I was gonna ask you curses work on you.
Customer just went inside. Can one of you go behind the bar?
Gets fixed a little bit.
Quite assumptions on you.
So he'll find out in a minute.
If you're assuming that all of your stuff just works,
I didn't assume anything. I'm just like, if curse works on you.
that you could make me lose, so you assume that your curse will work on me.
Mess with.
Could.
And then you ask if the curse works.
I guess the only way I can describe.
I'm gonna go back inside.
Enjoy.
Make something highly adaptable.
I mean, the term could does not misspell.
If I have something that is prone to enchant,
The term could work if it is before the thing.
Yes. But in general conversation, could doesn't always mean can.
constantly adapt to its condition until it attunes to whatever it is it's around. I've managed to make low power fire crystals by simply getting a bunch of hot coals or a constant.
But I never see anyone down in there. Or maybe I haven't been here that often.
Coffee, I'm fucked. I don't know how to make a coffee.
What?
You don't know how to make coffee? You're weird. I'm not sure I do either. Alright.
It's fucking weird.
Looking,
It's complicated.
I'm looking for books on possession.
We get a wide range of people coming through here.
Possession. Demonic possession?
No, he's different. Weird. That's weird.
Jason.
He's like my kind of weird.
Kinda.
You're kind of weird.
I'm not really sure whether
Yes.
it's demons or not. It's kind
Oh.
of linked vaguely to
I
something
don't think
from
that's a
religious
good
sects as
thing.
well. I don't
What,
really
that
know.
he's kind of weird?
Information sparse on Onis.
That it's his kind of weird, not the normal kind of
Changing
weird.
color, and I think I fear the worst. But yeah. If I was gonna find anything, I may as well look for it here.
Aren't only it's just a different name for demon, Dylan?
Kind of.
So
demons is like my actual area of expertise, I guess. If there were to be a magic thing you can consult me on.
So Onis, in a traditional sense, are the Japanese version of demons. They fall under the branch of yokai. If you need help with like spirits and demons and that kind of stuff, this person right here, she's literally a spirit.
All right. Interesting. I never know how much cross-pollination there is between this whole thing. Honestly, you say hell to people and they ask you which hell. It gets confusing.
In all intents and purposes, I
I
am
know
a
about
yokai
that.
as
Hell
well.
tends to Hell tends to mix itself together.
Are you having fun?
No.
Okay.
Is there something I'm missing?
Oh, she's talking about Grail.
Yeah.
What's
Lovely
Grail?
being that makes people look
Like
schizophrenic.
some
Because they don't see them when
he
you're talking
floats
to them.
around. You can only see him when you're close to him, and he's like a big black figure of like a red bits all over and like a red pit for a face.
Awesome. Great news. Yeah.
Looks like he's doing anything harmful. He's fine, and he can't do anything while in here. No,
Okay.
I haven't tried him that too.
It's really difficult.
And he's also trying not to cause problems.
Just really difficult.
Yeah, I know it's weird for me to be
Because he is also
yes, I
like,
have.
what's the term? He gives power to one of our staff members.
What, a patron or something?
Yeah, that's the term.
Yeah.
Can I have water?
Sure. Wait, is water free on the menu?
I made
Yes.
a pact with a
Yes,
demon once.
water is
It was
free.
a terrible idea. But yes.
Water is
What
free.
is that?
Alright,
Grail.
Greg, you can make a glass of water.
Oh, what? I don't even know what that is.
My friend
Funny-
has made
funny
some sort of
entity
pact
that,
under duress.
Marge gets power
It's with her mother. She won't tell me the terms of the deal, and I don't think that's exactly as...
This funny
I don't
entity-
think that's because she doesn't want to talk about it. I'm starting to suspect that it's because she can't. Either way, she already looks a lot more like her and, well, the person who she made a pact with, and now she's adopting their coloration as well. On top of that, a good number of their behaviors have changed. It was subtle, but at this point it's kind of unavoidable. I don't really know what can be done about it, but I doubt that I'm going to get her to sit down in front of an exorcist or something. I also suspect she's not going to want help.
Water.
I think I'm having a fucking epiphany right now.
Yeah, from the sounds of it, like you stated there in a contract, which was, yes, forced, but the contract could, the terms of it could obviously be that they're not permitted to speak of it. So that would limit it as well as whatever effects the contract would have in regards to transitioning them.
I'm not sure if I should be behind the bar.
I don't even know if it's a written or spoken contract, but at the end of the day, I'm not sure, but it's difficult.
No, it's not vodka.
I care about this person a great deal, but they're...
Please do not put vodka in the water.
I'm worried that a plan is at play, and I can't be around them if my fears are
He
correct.
just kind of appears and disappears.
I don't know.
Spooky entities, you say the name 3 times.
To my
Let's go.
understanding, Onis were whole part of the whole samsara cycle. Evil spirits that were supposed to kill other people who are like them to be able to help themselves back into the path of like enlightenment or redemption or whatever the fuck else. I don't really know, but I get the feeling that this one's kind of broken the terms of their contract with Emma or whoever else or whoever it works, but honestly, details are so vague, and once again, I think that's intentional. So, yeah.
Wait, you said that they may have broke their contract? Was it the other individual or your friend?
The other individual who is possessing them, it's her mother.
So, is it actual possession or is it just a contract? If I might ask.
To my understanding, it's possession. They are now the same person. She even has her arm. And her features have started to look a lot like her. She started growing up to her scale. The coloration's gone different, and also she's significantly more powerful than she used to be.
Cursing you? What the fuck do you mean? When you put it like that, it makes no goddamn sense. But I've talked to Marge about it.
Thank you.
She didn't mention name at all or anything. The first I fucking hear of that.
So what did you do that the god is fucking with you?
I talk shit about magic, man.
If you can't think of anything, that's fine. I was just gonna read, and I don't know, was it vain hope, if anything?
There's no
What race is your friend?
They're an Oni as well. As I said, this is her mother.
Only he's allowed to do that shit here.
Unfortunately, it'll be extremely difficult since an Oni is possessing an Oni, so you can't use Oni specific things because it would harm your friend.
I'm so sorry.
Fucking gods.
I mean, technically there is a counter possession where you get another entity of same or equal or greater strength to possess them and force out the other.
That could work.
There's...
Did you see him?
The other thing with Onis, they're...
Yes, he had a hole in his face.
Depending on the Oni, obviously, they're strong but gullible in some ways. So very smart wording. If you can outsmart them, if you can find loopholes, you can try to trick them into a new contract that breaks their current one. That sort of thing.
I haven't really. I fear that this person isn't exactly.
I say stuff about magic.
Even if I could trick them, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Doing all this research around trying to use fucking
It's
magic
difficult because they're also
without using
You know what? We won't get into that.
If you want, we can use a private room this week if you
Fine. Yeah, I don't really want to bring the room down.
You like the
but yeah.
stubbornness, especially when it comes to magic, of a dwarf.
Is that a
Forgive me for asking, but what are you exactly?
I, in specific, am a shrine spirit, specifically a lightning curse spirit.
Interesting. Okay, cool. I haven't met one of those before. That's another one for the tally card, I guess.
Take a seat wherever you wish.
Thanks.
If you wish to.
Yeah, well, it's a long walk outside.
I'm
Scenic though
gonna
it
be
may be.
using room 1 while I talk to somebody.
Yeah, so the person who's possessing her is my friend's mother and also my owner. They have full administrative access to me. I can't fight them, take acts against them, and they can pretty much direct me to do whatever the fuck they want. They weren't a nice person. I had to do all sorts of things while I was in their house. They're also not exactly stupid. Azuma was a little bit of an exception rather than the rule. She was a fiercely brilliant and talented woman, but also she was augmenting her powers with the consumption of souls. That trait has now concerningly been passed down to my friend. They said they made a deal, but now her coloration is changing. I think I know what's going on. I need at least ways to offset it. It's been difficult, though. Me and my friend have both changed. It's kind of awful It's difficult to know what's normal when we're both changing so rapidly. I don't know. Either way, my understanding is that my friend, they were not exactly educated on Onis. I suspected for the longest time that's because her mother didn't want, her learning about them. She's also not technically an Oni, the one that's possessing them. They're a Kishin. I don't know if you're familiar with the vernacular, but yeah, one's a ghost, the other's a natural disaster. And Azuma kinda was. The power that they have is, concerning, to say the least. But they've given up a lot of it recently in order to merge with her daughter, and for someone like her, I can only see that being because she wants more power, and she's uniquely positioned in a way that she might actually get it. So, I don't know. It's kind of bleak, to be honest. The only thing that I can do, which I think might interrupt her plan, is to avoid them, go into hiding, but I don't know how long that'll last. And I don't know what would happen to my friend in the interim. There is hope, though, based on what you've said. Azuma isn't the only person with an interest in that body. She also has some sort of contract with another being. If what you've said is true, then they might be able to push him out. I don't know, though. That's a hell of a fight. And I don't know what happens to her in the interim. And that's to say that I can't do anything that would involve her getting into a combat scenario or fighting. Once again, it's kind of colonel level. I can't do anything against that company or her. I don't have the freest of wills. Unfortunately. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. I haven't been here in a long time, and I'm kind of hiding at the moment, so it seemed like a pleasant walk, if nothing else. I didn't know if I'm really expecting answers.
It's definitely, obviously, a unique and rather difficult situation. There's possibilities. You said the possessor, the mother, has lost a great amount of her power in doing this act.
She used to run a corporation known as Ergo Industries. In the act of merging with her daughter, she gave all of that up. The company was liquidated. Well, somewhat completely in some senses. The buildings have been destroyed. I don't know who did it, but I have my suspicions. She did everything in order to gain more power and influence for herself. I also don't think she was exactly close to dying. I don't see why she would merge with this and give all of that up unless she thought there was something more to be gained, you know what I mean? And it's not exactly like they had the best relationship prior to this point. And I doubt they suddenly came to terms. I think it's more likely that my friend is being exploited. For something else. And I suspect I know what that something else is, but it's difficult, man.
So, the paths ahead are obviously difficult. You're wishing to assist somebody that, in all intents and purposes, is basically brainwashed into not wanting the help. Obviously, it's against their will. So any attempts to assist them to outsiders that don't know may view it as an aggressive act or kidnapping, that sort of thing. This is just sort of, putting it into perspective, what you might need to do, because they obviously don't wish to have you help, but you'll have to force it, or have somebody force it.
I don't know who would have enough power to even try.
Well, you can trick them into going to a very specific onsen that is within the territory of a spirit. That spirit being me.
I hate to ask, but we are talking about a Kishin who has eaten souls for generations, accrued a great deal of power to themselves, who has now made some sort of soul bind with her daughter. Is that something that... I mean, that seems like a hell of a lot of effort.
But, as you stated, they have lost a great deal of that power that they have accumulated to possess their daughter.
Well, the degree of... The daughter doesn't have the... She's been able to cast more and do more, but it's nothing close to what her mother could do. I assume that's something to do with the level of assimilation. She's been using a lot of her powers recently, and with it has come her mother's red skin.
How... Do you know the exact age of her mother? A rough estimate?
No. She wasn't big on people knowing about her. I did what I could when I was working in her house, but they kept me kind of... It wasn't a great time.
Okay.
I didn't have the best autonomy.
Well, it's one of the options. Obviously, in my territory, I have the greatest strength, the greatest power, and any force or entity that enters it does not. Even if they may be an entity of great power. Once again, I may not be a 9, but I do have 3 tails, which is decently powerful.
I mean, if you're willing to try, but I just have to warn you of the risks, that's all. I mean, I doubt many demons or whatever are comfortable being wrenched out of people's bodies.
And
so I'm sure you know that, but yeah.
They are a demon and they're entering a spirit, and specifically a shrine spirit's territory, which is inherently... Let's see what's the correct term.
Did you say you were in room 1?
Yes, the one closest in the direction of the fireplace. To the right.
I'm just gonna come and check up on you guys real quick.
Okay. The Fable's checking on us.
Oh. Who's
he-
Fable?
He's... that's Fable. He might actually have some helpful information as well.
Huh.
If you're willing to
I'm gonna assist you.
possibly include him.
Oh, I was talking to them about a possession problem that my friend is having. That's all.
Possession?
Yeah, well,
you're talking to a good person about it, honestly.
It's...
It's
difficult,
complicated.
Yeah, it's a difficult case since it's an Oni possessing an Oni. So you can't go through the general means of removing an Oni.
Yes. I think my wife actually might have more information on this, since she dealt with an archdevil trying to, take her over.
Yeah, she directed them towards me.
That makes sense. That's a topic for her.
Yeah.
She's... To give an explanation, her mother was a powerful enough Oni to be considered a Kishin. They've been devouring souls for a long time. They're also someone I struggle to take action against as they're my owner. They made a deal. They put my friend in a null space for a long time. A little pocket dimension that she seems to be able to conjure. Deprived her of all sense until eventually they agreed to a set of terms, but they've never told me what the terms are. I doubt that she's able to, truth be told. But first of all, I didn't know what it was, but... Azuma, the mother, the person possessing my friend, she used to run a corporation known as Ergo Industries. They kind of vied with District Zeros on power, and they made a load of weird batteries. It wasn't a great time, but... The situation is that they gave all of that up, all of it, in order to do this merge, whatever it is. It started off just being physical. There was immediately concerning physical appearance changes. I mean, she looks more like her mother now. She's taller. But it didn't look too much. Her arm, however, bears the markings of her mother's. And over time, her mana changed when she was casting spells. It reflected more of her mother's colorations, and now she's been expending more of her power. She's not eating. The only thing she seems to want to eat is souls, and that's been a fucking bastard to try and keep her out of that fucking cookie jar. And
that's a very difficult one.
Her color is changing as well.
Ooh, hold on. It's now fully shifting?
I suspect that the reason that she underwent the change or agreed to this merge is because she sees some way of getting more power. And I suspect I know what it is, but it's not great. I don't know. She's not acting the way she used to.
Do you know what type of Oni that she specifically is?
I'm afraid not. Around the household and everything, they were always very scant on details. My friend was kept... Her heritage has been, kept history, apart from her for all of her life. I suspect that's intentional. Her mother didn't want her finding ways to fight back against her. No,
Is
I knew about...
Okay. Is she a pale Oni, a obsidian Oni, blue Oni?
She's blue.
Red Oni?
Her mother was red.
Okay.
Red, 3 eyes. Scary.
Red are more ravenous, they're more aggressive, they do seek out more
had
souls,
4 arms.
power,
I never really knew what the
etc.
fuck that was about. Seemed to optionally have a tail. She didn't really seem to have... Well, she seemed to change with the wind, to be honest.
Blue Onis are more intelligent, and they're more spiritually focused.
I think her dad was blue as well, but... Holy fuck. That was the first soul she ate. soul of her father, confined to do anyone else. Apparently her father gave her soul willingly to keep her alive. I'm doubting that's the truth now.
Isn't that taboo?
Only slightly, yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, isn't it taboo to eat your own as a yokai?
Never seemed to stop her before.
But there's always those taboo breakers or wanderers or lost souls that go against the grain.
I guess offered technically gets around it, but even then.
Azuma wasn't exactly
weird.
the biggest fan of the rest of her species. I mean, the batteries I mentioned before that they were doing weird shit with, she'd conquer and subjugate other Onis and keep them in factories. Plug them into machines, use some of the neurotech that my dad made in order to keep them pumping out power into those things. It was a fucking shitty situation. When I found out about it and she found out I found out, she unplugged me for a fucking year. That wasn't fun. Next thing I knew, I was falling into the meat rack.
That is extreme. Okay.
Several layers of awful, always have been, honestly. Yeah, I was her house slave. Now I'm, I guess, was custodian / spy on her daughter. And now, I don't know what's going on, but things feel different. It's a lot, and I haven't noticed because I've been changing as well, or maybe I didn't want to notice, but at this point, she is expending a lot of power to keep someone safe that doesn't deserve it in the slightest. But the only reason that that person is being kept safe, the only reason it makes sense that she'd do that when other options are available, is because he's important to their larger plan, and I don't think anyone wants to see that happen. It's, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do,
This
to be
is a
honest.
difficult journey that you're on, that's for sure. One that's definitely had its wounds and scars and
I think
its
I'm just
cost.
gonna have to avoid her. Unless I can find a way to get those two separated, I just can't be around
One
them.
thing I will definitely say is whoever anchors them the most to being that individual needs to stay. If you remove that factor and if you avoid that factor, you'll only progress the situation worse. Reminding them who they are and focusing on their true will and their
Fable,
true
your
strength of
diligence
who
is
they are,
involved.
core person and their natures is what helps you deal with that sort of situation. Think like this, right? If you're someone else taking someone over, right? My wife experienced this, so this is where I'm coming in to give you my personal experience with dealing with that issue. There was a person that was a devil that was trying to take her over. In doing as such, she started gaining traits and started doing habits and things that he would do. And some of those things were really bad. Some of the things that she was conscious and aware of, but it got to the point where she started not realizing that she was even doing it. That is a circumstance where it's hard to see between that line and layer. But things that anchor you, memories are a big thing. Memories make the soul. That's a big line that a lot of people like to say, especially spiritual people. Memories make the soul. Experience makes the soul. So reinforcing that, the memories that you have, the person that they are, what they believe in as themselves, and reminding them of their core ideals. Trying to keep them anchored in that way will slow down the process. It definitely will. But if you throw them in the deep end alone, think about sitting in a room by yourself for
mythic near divine.
I don't know, weeks, right? And you're just in your own head with something else, right?
Yeah,
it's going to try and change you no matter what. It doesn't matter what it is. It will try to change you because it will be yourself and it trying to find a middle ground in some shape or way.
Oh God, I've done that before.
Okay, so now, so if you have done that before, then you will know better than anyone how you can adjust to this situation.
I tried to go insane multiple times over, but it didn't work. Kernel level programming wouldn't permit it.
Well,
Didn't exactly
insanity
go
and mental
fantastically.
break is not usually the right situation and to deal with high stress situations.
I thought everyone was
But
dead. But yeah.
Okay, I can understand that. Personally, I can understand that. The Dark Aether was not a fun thing for a lot of
So I
people.
hear.
I was one of the few people that went into the middle of it
Wow.
and lived.
I think I remember now. I was talking to someone by the name of... What was their name? Well-dressed dog. Said something about a fuel. And a fire.
Most likely Ludric.
Yeah,
That'd be him.
Very close friend of mine.
I see.
Me and him went into the depths of it all. It wasn't pretty. He lost an eye at one point.
Yeah, we were talking to someone who was having some problem with some crazy flame in their head, telling them to burn everything, and apparently you'd had prior experience, and so had he.
It's panic. Why is he here?
I don't know. Their name's Mercedes. They're fucking insane, but I didn't tell you that.
Was it yellowish, orangish? Do you see it?
I didn't see it myself, but my fucking friend did. Looked into their soul. It's burning away. It's something in there. Embers growing.
Yeah, the infinity
Okay,
test,
it is what I
remember.
think it is. Infinity test.
Yeah, Dylan, I think Dylan did it.
Apparently their eyes spit flames sometimes.
Why didn't anyone tell me that the fucking Flame of Madness incarnation is back on the goddamn material?
Oh, great. I always love it when people corroborate bad things. Awesome.
Sorry.
No.
Apologies.
No, I mean, fine.
I've just had a bad experience when it comes to that, because I thought I got rid of it.
Well, apparently she was born with it, so I don't know what the fuck that means.
At least in regards to your situation.
Damn fucking deities.
I mean, technically,
apologies.
Slightly on that note, that is a path you could also take, which is
yeah,
somewhat
deities.
odd.
Oh my god, you have no idea.
It's not a good choice.
No,
But
there's,
it's a choice.
I mean, there is a
Yeah,
certain god
at this point,
that
it's
should
just
help.
listing options. Obviously, it's like you don't have to. It's just the available options. They may not be the best, but they're options.
Yeah, well, I feel like, oh god, now I know what I
In
have to do.
theory,
Shit.
I could separate them, but it'd have to be in my territory, and there's no way I'm going to win against her face on.
Red Eye can trick your ass.
Basically,
Physically
you
speaking.
have to. Well, yeah, that's why I have to layer curses and traps and trick her, which is my expertise.
Which means I can't do it.
Yeah, at least knowing
I
it,
can't.
unfortunately.
No, that's, once again, after I hacked some of their shit back when I was a house slave, they made damn sure I couldn't take actions against them ever again. Fucked all around with a load of shit.
They have fundamentally blocked you from even being incapable of such.
I'm a simulacrum.
You're a simulacrum?
Yeah. I don't have free will the same way most other people do. I'm meant to impersonate a person. But yeah, it's still. I don't need to get into it now. But listen, the point is it's not me being difficult. I just can't do it. Like
No,
it's.
you're fine, trust me, I understand. If you obviously take time, think about it, I don't mean this to be offensive, if you're able to think about it,
I know.
the options that you've been given, Yeah, it's not, at least in regards to me personally dealing with it. Yes, that does put me in my territory at risk, but there's a pretty good chance I could get them separated. They'd just be
Well, the thing is
drawn
that
out.
Fable's probably right. When I was trapped in that space, I mean, reliving memories of my friends was what kept me together, but at the same rate, if what's happening is what I fear is happening, then she has every inclination to play into it. She's not stupid.
Especially if she desires power.
She desires power and she needs me to get the power, so she'll keep me happy, is what I'm saying. And then I don't know whether I'm actually getting through to her or I'm just doing that until it's too fucking late. And I don't know. I'm really weighing up my options here. Because on the one hand, you're right. If I ditch her, then things are likely to spiral. But if I don't...
It will spiral nonetheless, especially if she doesn't have anyone else.
I know what I have to do. I think.
Grab anyone that is a core person to her, or even just someone of the past too. They can help in some regard. Even if it's a bad person, it's something fundamentally that would enrich their ideals. For instance, a good example for myself is if I wanted to remind myself of what I fight for, and why I've become, well, how would I put it? A guardian for people to stay here and have their privacy, speak about the things they want to speak about. I have to remind myself the origins of why I even did as such, which was to spite Malleus in a big regard.
That guy's a great motivator in this city. I hear that name a lot.
Malleus K is one of the most vile individuals I've ever encountered. My first ever encounter was him trying to buy me from my mother.
Interesting.
Yes,
I
he
have
found
a
me
pretty
interesting.
hard line on slavery. Yeah, I heard he collects things and people.
Yes, he likes to have everything introduced into his quote-unquote family. Which that quote-unquote family is something he usually will... He'll manipulate and brainwash a larger of these individuals to be more complacent. If you ever hear the song Run Rabbit Run and you're in the area of Market District, get away from there as soon as possible.
What is it with these people and weird theme tunes? Alright, fine.
From what I noticed, a lot of people in Zafira love to use old-timey music in order to bait individuals to listen to it. Because old-timey music, there's one thing that it did do a lot of, which was, and it's fundamentally through generations worth of people. It's ambient noise that was played through generations worth of people that everyone kind of attached to, and it stimulates the brain. The whole term of when you're carrying a child or stuff like that and they listen to music.
I see.
You know, it's literally in the same sense. It's stimulating that part of the brain.
An emotional state so that they're easier to find for his weird psionic shit or whatever.
It is the world's backdoor. Subconscious.
That actually makes a lot more sense of a couple of other things I've seen. Interesting.
And that also reinforces another thing. If your friend is going through possession and a large majority of their issues do occur from the possession, subconsciously they'll be doing things they don't realize. Things that, you know, the mother or father did, per se. There's also another thing as well. If they consumed a piece of, I guess, their father, and that's integrated a part of them, depending if it's fully consumed and digested, or if it became a part of them due to a deal, that could also play in the factor of a defense.
What's got me so worked up about this is that she did that and then was like, but no, my father's wasn't like my mother, so therefore they're keeping me strong or whatever, but now they're burning what's left of him in order to keep this other individual alive, and now she's changing color, and it's like, yeah, that defense is kind of faltering.
So the father is faltering, and her will and her love, per se, for him is faltering.
she thinks she's doing this because I know what it's like when it goes through these things. Possession isn't just snap raw, it convinces you that things make sense. She is currently doing something which to all intents and purposes is highly fucking illogical, but she's made sense of it and justifies it according to, well, it makes sense in my morality that I'd give everyone a second chance, that I do this, that I do that, do the other. But it's not consistent. It's not consistent with what I've seen her do, with what I've seen her say, with her prior convictions. But this man is highly valuable to Azuma, and I fear that they're keeping this awful individual safe because it suits. Azuma is playing on her morality to make this a grand gesture for them, but what's really happening is that they want to keep this person alive so that they can get more powerful with them. And that's what it just seems to add up too well.
It does. There's more to this. There's something missing.
There is, but I can't talk about that.
You just have to tell me the fundamentals of what's going on, and I try and assume and piece something together to work with.
In short, this other individual who they're keeping alive has access to a system that would allow them to become more powerful than they were before. I also have that in common with them. They've stuck by me and stayed with me, but yeah, it's...
What is the nature of... Okay, Onis are one thing, right? You're talking about entirely another thing adding on to this bonfire, per se.
Yes, my belief is...
What is the nature of it? Is it magical, technological? Is it spiritual?
All of the above. But the... My belief is that she was kidnapped by her mother just after we found out about the nature of this thing and my influence and importance to it. They were then kept in a null space for an incredibly long amount of time until they agreed to a bargain, which was to come back and help me. During that time, it's not unreasonable to think that Azuma learned about the nature of this power and what it was. All of a sudden, they're walking out together and coming and finding me. They look different, they change different, they've worked to keep me safe, they've done things to keep me on side, but now things aren't adding up anymore. They liquidated their entire company. They gave up a lot of their power re-merging with this person, but they seem to be gaining it back at a rate of knots. Like, that's their entire body, their individuality, their own daughter. If they're consumed by this, and now we're in a position whereby they're showing an active interest in protecting someone who is connected to this thing that I can't talk about, and, well, it just all seems to point in the direction that she learnt what this was and saw a way to get it for herself. And given that she's my administrator, she has complete control over me, she's never been better positioned to get what she wants. It's one of those things where I'm having to weigh my best friend against Zephyra. Beyond, really. And I've said too much already. I'm sorry. Thank you.
You don't have to tell me anymore.
Very helpful.
No.
I should
You don't have to tell me anymore. Although I will suggest something for you. If you want to learn more, possibly about Onis, etc., I am more than happy to have someone show you where the books are for that. That way you can get more of an understanding of what you're dealing with and the fundamentals behind some of their natures. Because they're not human, they're not canid or, they're not like reptile in any way.
No,
right?
They bleed different colors and have weird spiritual aspects to them.
Which means they have different fundamentals of how they act and react to different responses, either illogical, spiritual, etc., which also means they have different needs. If you look into what red Onis do, then you might be able to try and figure out between red Oni and blue Oni where you can kind of help and stop some of the habits. Because that's the thing, you got to reinforce it, right?
Yeah, I know.
Much like, teaching someone to stay on a diet. That's a weird way to put it.
I mean, very literally in this case, but
Yes.
It's not being made easy for her. She used to be able to eat food and water like the rest of us, but now she doesn't eat anything. She throws up anything that she fucking eats in a matter of hours at most. And the only thing she wants to eat is...
What's the word? You ever heard the term of or ever done research on like dietary changes when you rapidly change from one diet to another? You go from being like vegan to carnivorous, right? Is a good example.
Oh, it makes you sick.
A lot of this it makes you sick, it makes you vomit, makes you not want to eat it. Once you change back and you try to change back, your body convulses, it doesn't feel right. So you try your best to get that resource that made you take the easy way in the regards to that.
Well, we've tried other things, but we can't come up with anything. And the point I was making was that if all she eats is souls, and eating souls is completely against what she fucking used to do, and we've been trying our best not to do it, but I don't know what she gets up to when I'm not around. And she's being forced to do something which is pushing her very far down a very bad path, and that's what I was kind of getting around to. But I take your point.
Almost sounds like minor hypnosis might be actually a beneficial thing to look into.
I mean, sure. I mean, maybe.
Anyway, I have fed as much information as I can, and I've given him as much input as I can. At any point from this, I'll just be going in circles. So if you would like to show him the right locations for the spiritual stuff,
if you have the time.
Sweet.
Yeah,
that is, of course, if you have the time. We don't want to pressure you.
Well, I needed to get going because I didn't want to. I don't want to impose or cause any more problems than I already have. Yeah.
You're perfectly fine. You're a guest here, and you are also under the safety of the Wicarium. Anything you said in this room doesn't exist outside of us. Okay.
Okay, I hope so. I
promise you this.
I should let you know I've never been successful at anything I've ever tried to do. So, thank you for taking the time anyway, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll look at some books.
Just because things seem like you're always losing doesn't mean you're not learning from them.
You don't understand. I have never, ever been able to succeed at anything I've ever done. Even when I help people, it ends up hurting them. It's...
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be absolutely real with you. If you have failed at a task and you have learnt from it, you've actually learnt from it and moved forward from it. Even if it was of the detriment of yourself or the detriment of others in some nature way, you have improved in some factor. You learnt from the mistakes and the bleeding. People who fuck up their tasks, which I'll be honest, I have fucked up a lot myself, in a lot of my time. I have caused a lot of things in the past, but if I wasn't able to make those mistakes, I wouldn't have the Wicarium for people to have sanctuary.
Man, I wish I could offer anything like that. Time is a hole in the ground.
Time, patience, and persistence.
It's been a rapidly dwindling resource on all of those, but thanks. Anyway,
try to keep hope.
I don't get understand anymore. Oh, here. I am dog. Hello. Oh, fucking god.
Right. Library, I guess.
Classified as technically colony sarcasm.
I'll get you
No problem. I'm glad I was able to give some guidance.
Nice. Do not be surprised if people think of you in some form of demonic way. Horns are usually the associate there.
So what's with the 3 versus 9 tail thing?
Is that a... think you're some form...
So, when it comes to Kitsune, the number of tails more or less identifies the amount of power and strength an individual has. 9 tails is practically the equivalent of the divine.
I met a rat like that the other day. They had their more tails meant more power for them as well. Wonder if they were a spirit.
Interesting. They might be a variant.
I couldn't tell you. They were kind of nonsensical, really.
At least, when it comes to Kitsune, there's two types. There's myself, I'm a spirit. Technically, all kitsune are spiritual in nature, but I am fully a spirit. I am technically not of the living. But then you have the mortal kitsune, as I call them, which are physical.
Huh.
If you've ever encountered,
grow a new tail when you pass a test, or do you just born one way or another?
There's... Is it down below? It better not be down below. It is, isn't it? When it comes to kitsune, gathering tails, there's various means. There's age, there's accumulation of power, and there's achievement. Those are three of the ways to gain a tail.
Interesting.
So, technically, yes, in time, a kitsune can become a nine-tail simply by sitting around.
Is this by development of the soul, or cultivation, as they call it?
I believe so.
Fable was saying that that's how people gain souls or whatever, right? Or was that you earlier? Through experience and whatever?
Most likely Fable. I don't recall stating that myself.
It's good to hear someone else echo that back. I'd come to similar conclusions myself.
With time, I believe it's just
Ladies and gentlemen, the Wicarium will be closing in 30 minutes. Please make sure you have finalized any last-minute item requests, item purchases, or book rentals, and the bar is now closed. Thank you.
I believe it's, with the kitsune, the... Wait. I apologize for it over there.
I'm not surprised. This place is a bit of a maze.
It's, I guess, it's unique in that manner, where even if we don't...
Standing in your footsteps, by the way?
They're short-term curses. They don't have enough effect or power to do anything, but probably avoid it.
Okay, I'm gonna end up with like cursed shoes. Cursed my soul.
I mean, you might get a squeaky shoe for about one step.
Oh, interesting.
With age, I guess, gain power. It's just kind of accumulates. With achievement, that is great achievements. You've created an item, you've learned something, you've taught something, you know, that sort of thing.
Holy shit.
And there's the accumulation of power through various means. You've accumulated magic items. It better not be on the upper. Okay. I believe right here.
Huh.
Looks like this is the section.
Nice. Guess I'll get started then, I guess.
I believe it's in alphabetical, so...
Well, I don't even know what letter I'm looking for, to be honest, so...
I believe you're looking
start at the top and move down.
For Oni, or is there anything else you're wishing?
For Onis, but honestly, at this point, anything that could even slightly help. Oh, these aren't holy texts, are they?
No.
Cool. Nice.
No. You're more likely to run into that in this... Well, there is an actual spiritual section, which will have...
I never really know what crosses the line on that. Huh. Okay, well, I guess I'll get started. Maybe I'll pick up a few key terms and then kind of pick some other stuff out from there.
If
Thanks for
anything,
showing me.
you also might be able to just go to the center there. There's the, quote-unquote, there's a little gremlin guy over there. They kind of float around. You could probably ask for books in relation to this, and it will be able to pull up a listing. So
Is gremlin a race or an insult? I never got to the bottom of that.
I use it as a description.
Okay, cool.
I mean, there might be a literal race of gremlin, but...
Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Thank you.
Of course.
I'll get started then. Thanks for the pointers. I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary.
Perfectly fine. This is my job, and I don't mind. And if you ever have any questions, at
You
least...
do work here. I wasn't sure.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
I
Sorry, I never
primarily-
quite got your name.
No worries. I'm Philira. I am a... As I stated...
Thalira, sorry.
Yes. Philira,
Okay.
the shrine spirit.
Thalira the Shrine Spirit. Lightning Kitsune Three-Tail. Cool.
Yep.
I like your glasses.
Thank you. Recent thing.
Oh.
I've enjoyed it. It's nice.
Cool. Didn't notice before, but you're a member of the Black Finger Squad as well, I guess. A mildly burned aesthetic.
Yeah. That's what happens when you use curses.
I'm familiar. But yeah. Thanks. I'll get on with this.
Of course,
Thanks for your
take
time.
Indeed. If you ever have any questions in the future in regards to Kitsune, curses, elemental magic, I'm always happy to help.
Sadly, I think that... Well, I think you've both been very helpful. But also, I think the path forward is... exactly what I hoped it wouldn't be. But thank you. At least it's good to have clarity.
I do apologize for that, but that tends to be...
it's good to... I spend a lot of time in my own head. It's good to hear that I'm not crazy sometimes. At least that I was thinking in somewhat of the right direction. Okay.
Glad
As I
to.
said, I'm gonna sit down and have a read though. Thank you.
Yeah, take your time. If anything, you can move up to the second level. There's a lovely seating area up there.
How do I get up to the second level? The doors are always confusing.
Back through the door we just came through.
Alright, okay. I'll take a look.
Yeah. There's this section, and then... You know what? Here. There's a full spiritual section, which you might find more. Let me go up and check its exact location real quick.
Okay.
The fuck? There is an actual spiritual section. I know that. Mythology, tomes, gods, magitech, planes and travel and geography. That looks like that was the main section. There is a god section, so you might find if she was... her
I try to
powers...
avoid those wherever possible. But yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Considering her power, not meaning this term really as cringy as it is, but the level of her power, or her power level, we could check
No,
gods.
I know. This isn't exactly the life I had laid out for myself either. Sometimes I hear the shit I'm saying and I die slightly.
Me too. But
yeah.
Best of luck.
Thank
Have you
you.
rented books here before?
Only once. Very long time ago.
Okay. Do you want to
You can keep them for a week, and if you don't, you get murdered.
You can keep them for a week if you try to, like, rip a page out, graffiti, or damage it in some way.
Yeah.
It will come back, you'll get cursed, you know, that sort of jazz.
I'll look after the book. Yeah, sure. I don't usually rip things out of stuff I loan from people.
This is
But,
Dylan's
yeah.
personal collection, so...
Yeah. I don't have to tell me twice. The first time I met her, they turned someone into a woman in front of me as if it was nothing. I don't think I want to deal with that right now. Oh, you know, maybe it'd be a good disguise. I don't know. I don't want to think like what I'd look like as a chick.
Who knows? Best of luck.
Hopefully we don't find out. Thanks.
And if you want a shortcut back up to the 3rd floor, this door right here.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
I'll register the giant skull.
Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, a couple of minutes ago, she just left.
Oh my god.
She also was trying to figure things. So she was finding things out about Magitech, and she was trying to, like, unmagic.
We have a spiritual section.
About that
it's not.
It's been hard project.
We have a god.
You're better off referring. You're better off referring to the library catalog than looking at specifically all the.
Okay.
It's a little out of date.
I could have sworn there was a sign.
It's near the gods of it. It's in that bundled area of the gods of mythology.
Sorry, I'm just paying attention to that. So,
I'm gonna head out. Let me know if you need anything.
Oh my god.
I'll see you at home.
Affection.
I'll see him.
Yeah,
I'm
the husband
allowed
and
it.
wife.
Grandpa.
I love a wife.
Grandpa.
Display of
This man loves his wife.
affection.
Yeah.
Looks like that.
I love my girlfriend.
It's a loss in places we can't do it too much, which I find really entertaining.
I want to be
That's
mean,
stupid.
but at the same time, I
Probably the
don't.
one law I'll never break. I don't care for all that.
Don't ruin this.
I couldn't so easily.
We're so. What?
When I
you're
get
all
it back,
really
I'm
mad
gonna
at-
rue it.
About Mel being fucked with the entity. I'm playing.
Oh, yeah,
I suppose I'm playing a game
Yeah.
with the entity where I can't acknowledge it, and two other people and stuff.
Well, it turns out that
Why
entity
was
is
she
also
mad at-
connected to Dylan, I recently
Because
learned.
it's funny, and my patron.
What is
why he's
the
able to shock
connection
you.
between what entity are you talking about?
The entity
The
that
girl
cursed
thing?
her, that's made her. Yeah.
Yeah. What is that?
That's.
What is Grail?
He is a deity. That's what I can tell you.
Girlfriend piss off the deity.
I'm going to make a curse that affects deities.
Yes.
It doesn't seem like he's mad. He
What?
seems like he's more like he's
He's
trying to
not
teach her a
mad.
comedic lesson.
But he's. Yeah, it's a comedic lesson and a lot of rage baiting, and she keeps falling for the rage bait.
I know
She's
she.
really
I
bad
could
for
told her
rage
if she stopped talking about it, it wouldn't happen. She just doesn't.
She kept
fucking
shit
believe
talking
me.
about it, and she turned into a cat earlier. It's pretty funny.
Seems like she
Again?
doesn't want
That's
to.
one of them.
Again.
She just consistently seems to fail to analyze the root problem that just hating a fundamental force of nature is stupid.
No, one of the-
it really is.
One of the things that the reason I came is because
Negrosim's
one of
very
the things
impressive
that
to learn,
happens
by
to
the way.
her. One of the things that happens to her when she talks shit about magic is she messages me or says something to me, and it's a very specific thing.
Is it one that she grows
So I
cat ears and a
knew
cat
that-
tail?
I can tell you the reason behind
it's
that.
when I head
she
pat her.
changed.
She gets ears.
So she changed. Like, she went from cat ears, and then she started texting immediately.
Yeah, she texted me, "I love you." It
She
happens.
fostered-
She either says it
informed
next to
her.
me or she texts it to me whenever it happens. And I
That's a
know
little
it's that
fucked,
because it's
actually,
out of
the more I think
nowhere.
about it.
It's
You never know if it's
It
genuine
is a little
affection.
fucked because it
You don't
confuses.
know if
Yeah.
it's genuine.
The
So-
first time she did, I was
Dang.
so fucking confused because we didn't know each other that well.
So
That's kind of
the
crazy.
whole cat thing was
Yeah.
me because they shot fireworks in my face,
Apparently
and
Grail
I just
ships
learned
us, I
how to
don't
like
fucking
do
know.
polymorph, like the week before. So I hit them with it, and then the entity picked up on it, and now every time she fucks around, that's one of the.
So are you telling me that? What is the god
what
of?
he's-
Like, what's the entity
Innovation.
about?
I can't say it.
Innovation. What the fuck does that
I
have to
didn't
do
know
with her
that.
complaining about magic?
Yeah, he's a god of innovation.
Interesting.
What does that have to do with her complaining about magic, though?
Magic is one of the is a thing you can innovate with. Why would he piss off?
Yeah,
one
I
of the most-
guess.
It is a-
So
it
imagine
is a
someone
fu-
talking
it is-
shit
it
about
is-
like. How do I explain that?
Okay, another way to put it is.
I mean,
It's her basically shit talking electricity for something that's so mechanically inclined.
How dare you say
Magitech
that?
is such a humongous thing. And so she started shit talking Magitech, and now she's trying to spite him by making Magitech without magic. That's just fueled him even more.
Which is impossible.
She's innovating. She's innovating. She's literally doing the thing
thought
that he
she was
wants
doing that
via
just 'cause
spite.
I thought she was doing it because she was interested in Magitech. I didn't know she was doing it out of
No,
spite.
she's not
out
interested.
of
She literally
spite.
admitted to me. She literally admitted to me she wants to prove magic wrong.
But
When we
but it can't be
walked past
magic
the
if there's
section,
no magic in it.
Yeah, it's not
when
Magitech
she
anymore.
first heard about
It's not
Magitech even
Magitech.
existing, when she first heard about Magitech existing, it's because we were in the library and we saw the section, and she got curious because it had the word tech in it. It had nothing to do with Grail.
Okay.
Okay.
And then she
Okay.
read it and said, "Oh, I can do this," and she's been making it.
I'm gonna go home and
So
make curses.
let me put it this way to you. That sounds amazing. Send me some of the curses you end up making. I'm really curious.
Sticky fingers.
Oh no.
I'll get used to it.
Fucking nerd.
Hey, look at the nerd. Look at the nerd. I just want my finger to work, Doug. The controller's being fucking wacky.
Alrighty, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys had fun. I am going to get off and go relax and vibe. You have and eat food. I haven't eaten dinner.
Okay.
So you have a fantastic
go.
night. Bye-bye.
Percussive maintenance works
Have a
always.
night. It always
I should beat the
works.
shit out of my controller to get it to work again.
Mine sounds like